Hey, welcome back, and in this video I'm going to talk about the book Rich Dad Poor Dad and 11 lessons which I've learned from this book. Don't forget to subscribe my channel and like this video because it motivates me a lot to make more videos like this. The reason I'm making this video is because this book motivated me a lot in starting my first business when I was 17 years old. So without wasting any time, let's dive into the video. The first lesson is playing it safe keeps us stuck. In simple words, it means taking risk is essential for us to grow and become wealthy, because from the very first step we take when we were born until we died is full of risks. But unfortunately, our parents and our schools have taught us to play it safe, otherwise you're gonna lose everything. But in life and in making money, it's all opposite. Instead of just avoiding the risk, take risks, because life rewards those who take risks. The second lesson is no failures, only lessons. Our school systems have always punished us whenever we make some mistake. As a result, we grow up trying to avoid mistakes, but the greatest lessons come from making mistakes. Because for the rich and wealthy people, the powerful teacher is failure. That's why most of the successful people always motivate us to take risks and learn from them. Because if you fail and didn't learn anything to rise again, then you are truly a failure. Don't work for money. Instead, make money work for you. You know why the broke people stay broke? Because they spend all their money. Middle class people stay middle class by saving all their money every time. And the rich people, they stay rich by investing and leveraging their money. And if you are working for money, for example, your 9 to 5 job, and eventually you are gonna run out of time. And then who's gonna make money? In the book, Robert Kiyosaki forces us to learn how money works, because this is how we can make the money work for us. Don't be like people who study their school subjects, go to work, get their paychecks, and die. Instead, invest in the assets that will generate you money without you even working. Teach yourself the finance literacy. Because at the end, it is not about how much money you make, it is about how much money you can keep. And it is only possible if you have the financial literacy. And this is not something that you're gonna learn from schools, because schools generate employees, not entrepreneurs. He also says in his book that money without financial literacy is no money. Means you're just wasting your money. Here, I don't even need to give you an example of the famous athletes who went broke after making millions of dollars. And that is because they don't know how to manage and reinvest their money. And it is important to know the difference between assets and liabilities. Most of the people buy the house to live in it and think that they have the asset now. And they are wrong, because if the house is not generating the money, then it's not an asset. And it is explained in the simplest way in the book that an asset is something who puts money in your pocket, and the liability is something who takes money out from your pocket. As long as you are living in your property, it's not an asset, because you are paying the rent, the bills, and all the things. So try to know the difference between liabilities and assets before investing into anything. The sixth thing is be generous. This is the most generic and universal rule that Robert Kiyosaki explained in his book, that most of the people think to first receive and then give. But in real, it's opposite. Means if you want to get help, you have to help others first. And if you want to learn more, then you have to share what you know already to others. And same, if you want to earn more money, then you have to share what you have to the ones who need it. The seventh lesson is, which is my favorite, it is don't say I cannot afford it, just say how can I afford it? Because thinking like this create a mindset of not giving up, but to find the solution of the problem. If you want something, let's say you want a Lamborghini. What the 99% of the people say, I can't afford it, it's very expensive, and they make all these kind of lazy excuses, then no doubt they cannot and will not afford it. Instead, what the rich and wealthy people do, they find the ways that how can I afford it, and eventually they do. So the thing is, whenever there's a problem, just don't say I cannot solve it, just say how can I solve it, and try to find the way to solve it or to get your Lamborghini. Lesson number 8 is surround yourself with the people of growth mindset. If you spend more time with the people who have no goals, eventually you'll become the part of it. And if you hang out with people who have big goals and visions, and even if you have no goal at that time, but slowly you'll become the person just like them. This is what most of the rich people motivate us to build a strong network, because your network is your network. So always focus on finding the people or your friends who motivates you to grow. Take actions. You're watching this video in order to get you motivated to make money, but after watching this, what if you go back to your normal 9 to 5 job and normal life? It's you who can make you wealthy and rich by taking actions on what you learn. Because there is a saying, a dream without goals is just a dream. And this is one of my drawbacks before starting my first business and before reading this book, because I was always afraid of taking actions and thinking of the right time to do it. And guess what? There is no right time to take your first step. Pay yourself first. It means most of us rewards ourselves after what is left by paying the expenses and bills. And what Robert Kiyosaki means here is that whenever you get your paycheck, just put some amount of money into your investing account, and then what is left after that, pay your rent, pay your expenses, and at the end, if it is not enough left to pay your expenses or rent, then this will motivate you a lot more than just to earn to save the money. The last lesson for this video is learn before investing. In the book, he says that whenever he wants to buy a house in some neighborhood, he would just walk down the streets around the house and talking to the people about that area and surrounding and their rates and all the things. The thing to learn from this is that whenever you are investing in anything, just like real estate, stocks or bonds or anything, you should know about the company or the stock market or the neighborhood of that real estate rather than just throwing your money in it like gambling. So these are the 11 lessons for this video, and there are a lot more things that I've learned from this book. I cannot cover all of them in just one video. I'll suggest you to read this book by yourself because it helped me a lot and it's going to help you as well. So if you found any value from this video, then kindly like this video, subscribe my channel and share this video to the ones you care. And if you've already read this book, don't forget to share your experience down in the comments. I'll see you in the next video. Till then, bye bye.